Okay, good day everyone. If you are watching this video for the first time, my name is Learning Start and I am a final year statistics student of the University of Ibadan. Okay, before you watch this video, kindly like, share, hit the subscribe button, and also you can do well to comment. If you have any questions, I can also do well to answer. So what we have before us here is a Stat 115 exam question. And what's this question saying? It's pretty simple. It says a random variable can assume the value 1 and 3 if the mean is 8/3. Find the probabilities of those 2 points. Okay, a random variable can assume the value 1 and 3. First thing first, what is a random variable? What is a random variable? Okay, now if you have to solve this, a random variable is simply a function, let's say x. Okay, a random variable is a function x that assigns numerical value to the outcome of a random experiment. Now, they are saying a random variable can assume the value 1 and 3, meaning that this random variable x here, let's call a random variable, let's call it x, is taking the value 1 and value what? Sorry, value 1 and value what? Value 3. Okay? It is taking the value 1 and it's taking the value 3. Now the question says, if the mean is 8/3, find the probabilities of those 2 points. If the mean is 8/3, find the probabilities of those 2 points. Now the mean they are talking about here, you should know that they are talking about your mathematical expectation. That is your E of x. That is your mean. It is your E of x. Okay. Now this E of x, we know this E of x to be summation x p of x. Some people will say P of x is also known as F of x. Anyone. But you have to know that your P of x is your PMF. And your PMF is your probability mass function. Okay. Now, this P of x, your probability mass function, is the probability of each random variable. Okay, it is the probability of the values of each random variable. Okay, now this P of x, there is a probability value for this one, and there is a probability value for this value 3. There is a probability value for this value 3. Now, we don't know the probability value. That is what the question is asking us for. The question is saying, find the probabilities of those 2 points. That is the probability value of 1 and the probability value of what? Of value 3. Now, we don't know these two guys. What we can do is, from the law of, for you to call something a PMF or PDF, there are 2 criteria that must be satisfied. Criteria number 1, the PMF or PDF, let's just generally call it a PDF or a PMF. The PMF is discrete, the PDF is continuous. Now, for a PMF or PDF, it must be greater than or equal to 0. This criteria number 1. Okay? Criteria number 2, the PMF or PDF, the sum of the PMF, let me call it F of x, must be equal to 1. Meaning that if I sum the PMF, it must give me 1. Okay? Now, I don't know the value of this guy here, and I don't know the value of this guy here. All I know is that if I add this one and this one, it must give me summation F of x or P of x, anyone, must give me 1. That is what I know. Because it is the property of the PMF. It is the property of the PMF. If I sum this one and this one, it must give me 1. Therefore, since I am looking for the value of this one, and I am also looking for the value of this one, I can say that, okay, let the value of this guy be x, because I don't know it. Or let me use z. Let me not use x. Because of this x here, let me use z. Okay? Z. Okay? Z. Now, what will be here? This one will be 1 minus z, because z plus 1 minus z will give me 1. Z will cancel z. I have 1. That is the property of the PMF. If I sum a PMF, it must give me what? It must give me 1. So what I can now say is that, remember they gave us the value for the mean to be what? 8/3, right? And I said the mean is a mathematical expectation, which is what? Summation xp of x. So what I'm going to do here is, I am going to create another column for xp of x. So 1 times z is what? Z, right? 3 times 1 minus z is what? 3 minus 3z, right? Now, remember that this summation xp of x is what? Is my what? It is my mean. It is my mean. Okay? So, since your mean is equal to summation xp of x, so what is my mean they gave us? They gave me rather, or they gave us, anyone. Mean is 8/3. That's 8/3 is equal to summation xp of x. This is xp of x. Summation xp of x will be this one plus this one, right? So that will be z plus 3 minus 3z. Are we together? Now, that will be 8/3 is equal to what? This guy will be 3, okay, minus 2z. Therefore, I can say that 2z is equal to 8/3 minus 3. Sorry, there is a mistake somewhere. This is z plus, yes, this is z plus 3 minus 3z. Yes, we are still on track. So, I have what here? This is 2z, 2z, okay? So if I bring this one here, okay, sorry, it is meant to be 3 minus 8/3. So 2z is equal to 3 times 3, 9, minus 8. That is what? 1 over what? 3. Therefore, z is what? 1/6. So I can say that this z that I have here is what? 1/6. And 1 minus z, 1 minus z will be equal to 1 minus 1/6, which is what? 5/6. 5/6. So you can see that 1/6 plus 5/6 obviously will give you what? It will give you 1. So the probability values are because the question is asking us to find the probability values of those 2 points. Therefore, the probability value of those 2 points is 1/6 and what? 5/6. And that is what? Option B. So you can see how simple this thing is. All you have to know is just have the knowledge of your mathematical expectation, summation xp of x, provided that it is discrete, you are summing. Okay? And if it is continuous, you should know that it is what? Integral x f of x dx, provided that it is what? Continuous. If it is discrete, it is what? You are summing, because why? Your random variable is assuming what? Whole numbers. So thank you. Like I said before, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, share, and do also comment. Thank you.